It was a heavy afternoon. The wind stopped. The sky grew dark. Jesus hung upon the cross. Sweat and blood mingled and dripped into the dust. He did not cry out for justice. He did not curse. He spoke 7 sentences. Each one required him to lift his body on nailed feet just to breathe, just to speak. Each one was born out of unbearable pain, yet carried eternal truth. These 7 sentences changed the course of human history. The first sentence: forgiveness. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Under the blazing sun, his body was torn apart. The crowd mocked, the soldiers jeered, yet he prayed for them. No revenge, no accusation. He chose forgiveness. What an unimaginable power! To love where love should not exist. In that moment, forgiveness was no longer an idea, but a flower blooming out of blood. The second sentence: grace. Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. Beside him hung 2 criminals. One continued to mock, the other awoke to truth. Lord, he said, remember me. Jesus answered, today you will be with me in paradise. That man had no chance to do good, no time to repent. He did only one thing: he believed. Grace does not come by effort or merit. Salvation never arrives too late. Heaven opens its gates to those who choose to believe. The third sentence: love, continued. Woman, behold your son. Behold your mother. Jesus saw his mother, Mary. The hands that once held him now hung weakly at her side. His voice was faint, yet still gentle. He entrusted her to his disciple John. It was more than a family arrangement. It was the continuation of love. A new spiritual family was born that day. True faith never flees from reality. It makes us more responsible, more caring for one another. The fourth sentence: darkness. My God, why have you forsaken me? At noon, the sky turned black. The light of the world seemed to vanish. This sentence was the cry of the universe. For the first time, Jesus felt the loneliness of being separated from the Father. He knew God's plan, yet he entered humanity's deepest darkness. He was forsaken so that we would never be forsaken. In that silence, his loneliness became our way home. The fifth sentence: thirst. I am thirsty. The sun scorched his skin. His lips were cracked. A soldier offered sour wine, bitter and burning, yet it did not quench his thirst. But he thirsted for more than water. He thirsted for the work of redemption to be fulfilled. He thirsted for human hearts to be satisfied, for souls to find rest. That was a thirst of God. He once said, "Whoever thirsts, let him come to me and drink." Now he himself bore the thirst, so that we would thirst no more. The sixth sentence: victory. It is finished. This was not a sigh of defeat, it was a cry of triumph. Every prophecy was fulfilled. Every debt of sin was paid. In Greek, the word means paid in full. The curtain of the temple tore from top to bottom. The barrier between God and man was ripped apart by love. The cross no longer symbolized punishment. It marked the beginning of freedom. Salvation was complete. It is finished, a cry that still echoes through time. The seventh sentence: surrender. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. His final breath, his final prayer. Once again he called God Father, signaling that separation had ended and communion was restored. No fear, no struggle, only complete trust. Into your hands I commit my spirit. It was not surrender in defeat, but a homecoming in peace. Death ceased to be the end and became the doorway to eternity. Finally, the light remains. The 7 sentences spoken from the cross are like 7 rays of light piercing through the darkest night in history. They teach us to forgive, to trust, to love, and to surrender. Jesus exchanged pain for freedom and death for life. The darkest moment became the world's brightest dawn. May we, through these 7 sentences, learn to love and learn to find peace.